Doggy Dan. So today I'm working on my live looping setup. Now for those of you that are not familiar with looping, it's a technique used in songwriting, live performance, you name it. Basically, here's my challenge today. I've got this old book stand. I modified the head part here. Standard classic old aluminum book stand. What I did was I cut it smaller to the footprint of my Focusrite iTrack dock, so that the iTrack dock can fit perfectly on top of it, so that it's exactly the same size. Plywood on it and some Velcro, and also Velcro at the bottom of the iTrack dock. So basically what that gives me is, whether I'm in studio or out playing a gig, it gives me a solid base that goes onto this, like I said, classic standard old book stand. You can tilt it as you need. You know, it's just the Velcro keeps it very nicely in place. So my challenge is, I decided to start performing again, doing live performances again, small gigs here and there. You know, it becomes quite clunky. As you can see, it takes up a lot of space around you as a performer. So adding that footprint to this whole already clunky footprint is just a nightmare. But I want to incorporate a mic stand into this whole thing, because I've always got the... Let me just turn the camera a little bit. So when I'm performing, I always have this book stand in front of me with this setup on top of it. As you can see, it sticks very nicely. The Velcro makes it very sturdy, very solid. You can literally put it like that and it won't come off. So what the iTrack dock is, we'll do a review on that. It's a fairly old product, and it's just such an amazing product. But the problem is, I want to add a mic to this. So in short, there's not a lot of space around your feet. And to add a mic stand to the mix as well has always been one of my headaches. You know, it's really an issue. It's really a problem. So I've come up with an idea. What I've got here, an old clamp bracket. This thing I've modified slightly. This I basically want to attach to the bottom of this, so that I can have my mic stand incorporated into the whole thing. And you've got your mic over here. It's so much easier to set up, it's so much easier to carry around, it's a smaller footprint. So let's see if we can make this work. Right, let's do this. Right, so here's what we're going for. Here's the top of that book stand. The clamp needs to be attached to the bottom left side. I'm going to use some epoxy, and then I'm going to use some of these self-tapping screws. You just put into a drill fitting, and you know, if it protrudes on the other side, you can use a grinder to just level it. Have some protrusions over here, so I'm just going to use a grinder, level that, and this thing should be solid. Should be. Right, so here we got the thingamabob. Putting it back onto the book stand. Now the whole idea, because on this side there's a nut blocking it, and on this side is that fastener blocking it. This thing is going to be holding the mic stand rod at the top. I'll put the mic headstock or mic holder or whatever you want to call that. Okay, we fasten that, tighten that nice. Get it up to the right height, which is around about there. And Bob's your uncle. You got your microphone right over here. Problem might come in when you have to start working that angle. But even then, let's test it. As I said before, that's where the iTrack dock velcros on. Okay, so at this angle it works very nice. I have access to everything right there, and the mic is at a nice height. I might add some sort of clip or something to just fix that, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. This is fairly sturdy, and dynamic microphone is not heavy. Let's give it a shot. Alright. Now you won't be able to move the mic around. Well, you won't be able to move it around, but you won't need to, because it's at the perfect height. Got my stool over here, in this case black plastic box. Right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little inside look into my life. This is something that I have done so many times in the past. I come up against a challenge. I've seen some amazing products online that I've tried to buy, tried to get, but there's often issues getting it to South Africa. If there's one thing that I've learned in my years of music making, is that you've got to think outside of the box. You've got to think of practical ways to solve your problems, practical ways, to use what you've got lying around. I'm a very firm believer in repurposing things, and that's the story of the studio. Is so many things in here have been hacked together. So many things are aftermarket adaptations. Yeah. So hopefully this was entertaining or helpful in some way. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button on the video. Also, when you subscribe, hit the little bell icon right next to subscribe, so that you receive notifications every time that I post something. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you around.